otherwise known as what a Georgian thinks hell is, because we all think that we live in hell if the temperature drops below 40 degrees, if not higher than that, honestly. It is pretty cold out there. You really gotta let your hands warm up as well as the car. I don't like running the heater, really. It gets me paranoid about heat issues. Not that I have any, but I'm paranoid like that. Oh, God. I'm not feeling that one. Let's try this playlist. Ooh, that's a fun one. I like nobody yet. I shouldn't be looking at that. See, so. I wonder what I haven't talked about in regards to this guy. I guess we talked about the tires some and some of the optional stuff for it. So apparently some of these came with cloth seats, which just sounds very uncomfortable to me. I don't know why you'd buy such a nice vehicle and then not kill a few cows for it. I tell you, my grandma, she just recently bought a new Toyota Crown. She was talking about big game about, I'm a vegan, I don't want to be killing any cows for this car, but she got in that leather interior. First thing she thought was, oh my God, this is so comfortable. People talk about, leather, it gets so hot and it's pretty comfortable. Cloth does too. It's just how skin works. Skin's kind of just a jerk sometimes. I tell you, people complain about cloth. You know how much dust cloth holds? And you know how much dust leather doesn't hold? Yeah. So you want to talk about that? How about we don't start bad-mouthing what's very obviously the best way to do a seat. Now, I will concede, memory foam is good too. I'm sitting on memory foam right now. That's just because I'm short, okay? If I had the opportunity, I'd be on the leather right now enjoying the full benefits of my seat. But, it didn't work out that way. I was born as a very small, tiny baby man, and I stayed a very small, tiny baby man throughout life. Now, some of y'all might have seen the description. If anybody watches this, I know this probably isn't such a popular thing to do, but if anybody watches this, you may see the description. Dave, what the hell do you mean? What do you mean trans ice? Now, I don't know how universal this experience is, but me, I know when it gets below freezing and I have to start this car, sometimes that transmission is just so cold. When I go to move the shifter into position, clutch fully depressed, nothing, no funny business, it feels like I'm trying to go through a lake of ice before I get to my gear. So, that's what I meant by that. I've only really had it happen a few times, but I've also only really had this car for a year now. So I'm coming up on my second winter with it. Definitely say that I'm not as worried about it because I don't got to go to class as early in the morning. And I don't got to come home from work super duper late. Mostly because my work right now has been very on and off. Because I don't have to drive to school as much this winter. Honestly, college students, schedule-wise, have it a lot easier than public school students because they can pick to not go to stupid early or stupid late classes. I'm sorry if anybody's in chat right now. I can't see it. I decided to buy safety control that way. I'm kind of regretting it now. I haven't looked back that way much. Oh, if we have a red light next, I'll look at what I can try not to tip myself, but I do like talking with y'all sometimes, even though our interactions are very, very limited and don't really go anywhere most of the time. Nobody really makes any song requests, nobody really asks any questions. So we don't really end up having very rich conversations most of the time. But, oh wait, yes it did. And I can't read any of that because I'm moving. That's a breach of the law right there. Don't be like me, kids. I'm a certified bad boy. Yeah. The guy with glasses. The guy going 35 and 40. Certified bad boy. Yeah. That's me. Let's see. Going around this curve, we have a... Oh! There will be a red come out, so I can look at the, like, 3 comments I saw in passing. That was more than I expected, by the way. I bet, like, none of them are still here because I've been talking shit about them, but, we'll see, Coming to a stop in 5, 4, 3, 2, and watch me take a really long time to say 1 so I can, there we go. Let's go to the right. Can you, yeah, oh, you couldn't see shit, could you? Alright, yeah, true. Can't see. If you want any songs, you can request them, by the way. Because, dude, it's so cool. I can just press this little button right here. Okay, context time. Saturn Sky Redline, 2008 model, no Bluetooth. 2009 model, Bluetooth, but not the cup holder that you're sitting in right now. It was kind of weird. I don't really know what they were thinking. But, what is it? But that's the way it works. But as it turns out, they still had Bluetooth functionality on the 2008 models. They just didn't use it because they didn't put in the head unit that could use it. So resultantly, my Bluetooth functionality works. It just wasn't supposed to because I guess they wanted to sell a newer. I don't even know. I don't know why General Motors does something. Jesus Christ, this guy wants to go fast. Yeah. I don't know what the deal is with General Motors, but they do some weird stuff sometimes. And I don't really know if they intend to make a profit half the time. Or, okay, nowadays they do. At the time, I don't know if they did. Because, like, their moves were just weird. That whole Cobalt SS supercharged thing was probably one of the weirdest General Motors arcs I've ever seen. I don't know what went on there to create such an idea as that. And it's somewhat concerning that it did happen, I think. Yeah. Well, like I said, if you have any song requests, I am happy to oblige. Yeah, I can do that. Had anything going wrong. Shouldn't say that. That gives my heart like little trembles. I have not had a good time dealing with this heart here. And this respiratory system I have on this body here is so fucking stupid. I have no diagnosed conditions. I remember one time I randomly started heart palpitating. No reason. No clue why. I love running. I'm not good at it, though. I'll get winded. And I do plenty of cardio-based stuff. I love biking. But just as soon as I start running, for example, the body could not care less. It wants me to just die if I run. I don't know what its deal is. I feel like I'm just describing being asthmatic, but I'm not. I'm only asthmatic when I have bad allergies going on. I have allergy-induced asthma, so I don't have normal asthma. It's weird. It's stupid. To all 0 people of you watching me complain about my little weakling problems. I'm not feeling any more AC/DC. Or but okay, no, they gave me like I don't want GNR. I don't really want that. I don't want the Final Cut. I already listened to that one. I already listened to that one. Not feeling it. I'm not. I already heard it. Well, give me something. That's a fun one. So this one is called "Call Me the Breeze." My grandfather played harmonica on it while we were headed to a job site. Funny story about that. Police activity around here. Never mind, that's an ambulance and it's on the other side of the road, so I'm not obligated to care. Yeah, my grandfather. Oh, hey man, I don't know who you are, but you can make a song request if you'd like. I was talking about this one here called "Call Me the Breeze" by Leonard Skinner. On the way to a job site, this one came up randomly as we were trying to find a song to agree to. He just whipped out his harmonica while he was driving. Started playing "Call Me the Breeze" on harmonica. And he was like finding the specific tuned harmonica that he had. I don't know enough about harmonica tunes. But he kept on searching through his little bag of them. Found it eventually, played it perfectly. It was crazy. And the whole deal of that is actually there's a story about that, about a time that he told me he would have been shot if he was black. Because when he was my age, he went out around Atlanta while it was still a developing city, hadn't finished building it. And he accidentally went out speeding in his Fiat 124 Sport Coupe. You know, because the accident was that he was speeding because he was trying to get a harmonica out of his glove box. Drive with one hand. He had a 4-speed, or no, was it a 4 or 5? I think it was a 4-speed. He had a 4-speed. So he was doing that one hand, just driving down the freeway, trying to get his harmonicas out. I'll check your song request if you made one in a minute. My only distasteful one, I will not play rap if I can avoid it. I don't like it. Or funk. Rap and funk are just not, they don't mix. Oh, somebody ahead of me has his hands on. Alright, come to a stop. I'm gonna check if you made any song requests. No, you didn't, and you left. Awesome. You can't really see much. You can see my steering wheel, so I can just. It's what is it? Gasoline right here at this Texaco is $2.89. Probably cash. Yeah, $2.89 cash makes sense. I think it's probably $2.99 cash. Granted, I don't use regular unleaded. I use 93 octane because I've had this car. Basically, I've had its computer flashed so that it makes more boost, and I think it evens out the torque curve a lot. Not that it needed a lot of evening out or nothing. It was already a pretty nice. What was the name of this fucking engine? LNF. The LNF? Oh, yeah, Jesus. I was focused on the engine name, not coming off the clutch right. The LNF already has plenty of torque, as you can probably hear from my trunk. So getting a good torque number isn't necessarily, or not that, getting a good broad place of torque where you can go from about 2,000 to 5,000 at 260 plus is not difficult for an LNF. So that's not the main thing. The main thing is just that we get a higher number now, which is somewhere around 350 foot-pound. I believe that might be flywheel though, so take it with a grain of salt. It could be somewhere close to 320-ish foot-pound. Obviously horsepower went up too, but that was not the big earner, I wouldn't say. The biggest earner of them was absolutely the torque. We have nearly 100 extra foot-pound here to work with, as opposed to just the maybe 30-40 extra horsepower to work with. Because we went from 260 flywheel, about 220 wheel, to I believe it was 300 flywheel, somewhere around 260, 270 wheel. So there are improvements all around. It's just that the peak torque is the big earner here. So, and absolutely, I would say I guess I'll just plug the the shop that did that tune for me. Yeah, the shop was RPM Motorsports of Arizona. Yeah, well, there's a Supra right there, I believe. Yeah, I think that is a Supra, Mark 5. Yeah, RPM Motorsports of Arizona seems to know their way around an LNF pretty well. I know they're doing good for themselves. If you want an ECM flash and not much more, because I didn't get anything else from them. My coilovers are ZZPs, so I can speak to I'd say they're pretty good quality coilovers. I mean, they work. Okay, you can adjust the ride height with a spanner. That's not difficult. They're stiff and responsive. So I think as far as coilovers go, they're good coilovers. I would say for the RPM Motorsports part of it, though, they did a fairly good job tuning this stuff. I will say, for some reason, it was running rich until I reset the battery once. It didn't undo the tune because I can still get up to 23 psi boost. So they didn't undo, because stock boost is about 18 to 20 psi depending on your altitude. Now I get 23 as my peak. I'm sure somebody else can get 24, 25-ish. Although I wouldn't recommend that. You know, it just exceeds the efficiency of KO4 by too much. Even going past 21, 22 is quite a bit much for what is it? Quite a bit much for such a small little turbocharger. But I know, past 24, 25 psi, you're really pushing it on the durability of what the turbo can take. Now, that's not to say on a bigger turbo you couldn't push those numbers. I'm just saying on the KO4 turbo as it comes from the factory, and even some of the aftermarket KO4s with bigger wheels, I don't think that pushing that much boost is safe, at least not from what I've heard. And additionally, I've heard it's not even really efficient to do it thermally. At that point, you're getting an inefficient amount of pressure built up to make more power. I don't know how the diminishing returns work out very well, but I know that they do diminish after a certain period. So I could not in good conscience recommend anybody try and push a KO4 above 25 psi. Because based on what I've read from old folks who worked on these LNFs, there's not much to be gained even past 20 psi. You can get a little bit here and there, and that's kind of what I guess motorsports goes to do. But it's very obvious that in the sense of efficiency, without a lot of additional supporting modification, going for more and more boost on a stock KO4 isn't a feasible, economical, or in any way useful solution to a four-cylinder running out of steam. Alright, off of that tangent. Let's see here. Coming up on some more dense traffic. It hasn't quite come to a stop yet. But yeah, I assume it will pretty soon because we're getting close to the city. As we come closer and closer to the city, usually the traffic gets worse and worse, because, especially considering we're around 7 p.m. right now. 7 p.m. Eastern time, not the time to be driving through cities, I'll say that much. We only have to go through a small section of downtown for my route, but it's enough to really get a taste of how much city traffic sucks. Now, I am hoping that since it's Monday, things will slow down, calm down a lot. But usually that hope is not accurate. It doesn't work very well. I'm not feeling Led Zeppelin no more. I'm not feeling that one. Hey, here's a good one. Bowie is a real artist, I say. A real one, I'd say that. Yeah. David Bowie. Name another artist who can open up a song with fart sound effects. That's like armpit fart sound effects, obviously. And make it sound good. Yeah, I didn't think so. We got a green light. I get the feeling it might fade, but I can roll through it even if it turns yellow here. Oh, not that one, though. Not that one. That one usually persists. That's kind of weird. Oh, well. We'll just be the first off the line here. Not that it really matters if it's 45, so we don't get good acceleration much. We can get some, but it's not. Like, the fun to risk to gas ratio, or like fun versus risk and fun versus gas is not very good, I wouldn't say. 55 miles an hour, it's a bit better on those ratios, so usually you can open the throttle up a little more, have a little more fun. But 45s, you just, you don't do it. Not usually. Not unless you have a good reason. Or unless you, you're not looking for a huge amount of acceleration, just a little bit of stretching in second and third gear out a little bit. Other than that, though, you don't push it in 45s. 55s, go. Let's say your throttle range is like this. On a 45, you might get to here. 55, you might get to here. The only place I've ever known to get to like here kind of range is as you're merging onto the freeway. It's that's when you're gonna really push boost, I'd say. Other than that, honestly, full throttle in a turbo vehicle is somewhat risky, actually. Even a high throttle can be risky because it opens up your turbo a lot. It really lets you push a lot of boost very quickly. But the differential and how much force you're putting out initially to about a half second later, I mean, it can really mess with how things go, I'd say. So I don't usually push much throttle on my commute, at least. Other people want to go fast, push their gas, lose mileage, all that. That's their business. I have my fun here and there, but it's not really my obligation or place to be abusing the public roads, not in my opinion. Got a stiff neck. Need to lean back a little bit, really just kind of relax some, I'd say. I don't think I've really leaned my neck back in a while, just let myself sit. Really savor my time here on this planet, temporally speaking. I think you ought to do that when you drive. You got to really let your head push back against the headrest. Let it sink in a little bit, and then stop pushing slowly. Let it come off. It's kind of like when you're working out. You got to go for slow negatives. Otherwise, you're just a fucking idiot. You go for slow negatives, and it's just so good. Same with I'd say relaxing is honestly a form of exercise in and of itself. Truly letting yourself let go is kind of, it's not, obviously, let me say this, it's not hard work like exercise is. No, I don't think you can really imitate that unless you're actually really fighting to use your body. But, a full let go, just like without sleeping, there is an element of challenge in that, I'd say. It's no physical challenge. I wouldn't really say it's much of a mental challenge either. It's, I guess the challenge is in that it's a lack of a challenge. We're always looking for something to do, something to add, something to push with. We're generators in a way. It's not natural for us to try and take away effort. Is that a BRZ? I think it is. I was going fast. that was a lot of wind noise. 0 people still watching. I guess we lost some steam. We'll get some people here once the YouTube Shorts kids start scrolling through at random. Yeah. Maybe we should start calling this like a podcast. My special guest is the ghost in my passenger seat. Yeah, I already listened to that. I don't feel like that. Oh, and yeah, I love this song. I love Dire Straits. Yes. And of course, down to the waterline is better, but you know, it's like that's not a competition in most cases. Something else if you let yourself do it. Don't think about gears too much. Camaro. I tell you, Camaro's a fine vehicle. And chili pepper red, that's really something. I say what? Nothing wrong with Camaro. That guy is a black bumper on his little Mazda, probably Mazda 3. Old Mazda 3, I'd say. It's an old thing, at least. I couldn't tell you what exactly about it makes me think it's a Mazda 3, other than it's got 4 doors and pretty shitty looking trunk. Should be coming up on the problem intersection pretty soon. Yep, red as usual. Hunker and neutral. Just roll forward and just wait. We got a lot of waiting to do now. I guess at least a minute and a half. Stop signs don't even feel real half the time, man. They just feel like stop signs just, or not stoplights. Stoplights don't even feel real half the time. I forget them so easily. Granted, I forget a lot pretty easily. But I mean stoplights specifically. I forget a lot pretty easily. Man, I had to clean my windshields real soon. Still haven't done it. Talk about all my methods and oh god. Haven't done it. I'm lazy as fuck. Use some more coffee, but I already drank it all. I walked my car across the parking lots, and I do mean lots, in shorts and a short sleeve shirt because I didn't really I don't really like dressing up for winter. It bites me in the ass all the time, but I never do it. It's just how I roll. Because I don't know. I guess I'm fulfilling the stereotype of the white guy who never wears appropriate clothes for the season. I guess I did wear blue jeans a lot of the summer, but I was in construction, so that's different. I don't know what I'll do for dinner. I really don't. Probably sandwiches of some kind. I'd have some milk, but I already drank all the milk. I got real thirsty, and I've been drinking a lot more milk as of recent. Just because I like how it tastes, I like how it feels. Milk really, especially after workouts, milk really makes me feel tough, I guess. Makes me feel resilient and bulky. So I quite like it. I have had some thought about this whole thing that I do here. If I might ever regret it, and I kind of have. I guess maybe the two ways I might regret it are if I say something by accident that isn't true about the Saturn, and I end up making a lot of misinformation. Because one day I do believe that enough people will have seen this just by sheer diffusion on YouTube. that anything I say could be people could try and use it as a source because I'm an owner of a Saturn, but I am not infallible. I just want to make that clear. I'm not a perfect narrator. I've made mistakes before. Granted, I don't know what they are, but I know I've made some. Another one is, I wonder if I'll ever say anything that, like, because I know eventually one day, one of my family members will probably find out that I do this. Just, again, sheer diffusion principles. I think that one day it might get out to them. And I wonder if I'll have said anything really embarrassing. I think I could have on somebody. I could have panicked somebody who tried. Oh, God. Sometimes you really have to force the yawn out. You got to really punch yourself to get it out. Man, I hate when that happens. And still nobody there. Hey, this is a drought of viewers right now. Like every time I look back, the number's going down I got the best words, you know. I got the best words. It'd probably help if I clear out some of the damn spit in my mouth so I didn't sound like this constantly. I don't want to be daffy. I don't feel like we're one of these. Not really, though. Oh, wait. I can deal with refugee. Yep. Why does my body want to shut down now? Come on. Couldn't you choose a better time to sleep? Like in my math lecture or something stupid like that? Well, probably better than I be a coward. Not kill anybody. Most likely myself. So you don't have to live like a refugee. Don't live like a refugee. Don't have to live like a refugee. Don't have to live like a refugee. I don't like it. It's 14 more seconds, 10 more seconds. I can deal with that. I'm not going. 2, 1, 0. Stops, nothing. Just a clean downshift to second gear and off. Yep. I'm loving. I love driving when I get everything right. You know, it's easy. It's not usually this easy. All right, what's the twist? Something's gonna explode in my face. something's gonna go wrong. And it'll be my fault. Something's gonna go wrong. I feel it. Maybe I'm just paranoid like usual. Like this. I don't understand the sensation that the entire world is about to explode. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. It's annoying. This will settle my mind a little bit. Here we go. Love this one here. I haven't watched Terminator 2 yet, but I got it. Yeah, I need to watch the original Terminator first, otherwise I won't get it. I gotta watch Terminator 2 though. I know I do. I just have to. It's a rite of passage for being, what is it? For trying to live in the past, it's a rite of passage. And boy howdy, driving an American, what is it? Pre-recession product, rear-wheel drive, and hydraulic power steering. A radio that was supposed to be from the 90s. Yeah. I am absolutely trying to live in the past right now. I dig it. Really don't know what's up with the ear right now. It just won't stop making me spam nasal. Just can't breathe for shit, man. I do think I might have given myself tonight to sleep down my ass. Partly from really loud music, partly from the fact that I shot a lot of guns when I was really young. You know, I got disillusioned with firearms relatively quick because, and look, let me be real here. No disrespect to gun people, but I feel like y'all are the type of people. Oh yeah, actually no, this is disrespectful. Fuck that no disrespect shit. This is disrespectful. Gun people, I feel like y'all could do the exact same thing for 10 hours straight night. Like you have the short-term memory of a 3-year-old. Because I feel like y'all will shoot the same goddamn target. I don't just mean like the same like I don't mean just the same. I mean literally the same target, same place, 40 times before you get bored of it. Maybe I should respect that, but I don't. I feel like y'all just kind of have no capacity for a different stimuli than blowing something to smithereens. It's obnoxious to an extent, honestly. Now, that's not to say all gun. I feel like it's a very small subset of gun people who I'm thinking about. But there are people like that. It is not a straw man I made up in my head. There are literally people like that. It's very, very obnoxious. Because I feel like guns are way cooler than that at their best. I made up something in my head to talk about so I could be mad at gun people. As though I don't have an equally obnoxious hobby of liking very, very loud cars. Traction. That's strange. That's all I'm saying. Maybe that was the thing I was feeling like was going to go wrong. Oh my, have to get much. Okay, I can breathe again. Oh, never mind. No, I can't. I have a mound of waste in my mouth and nose, and I don't know what to do about it. Oh, there's the embarrassing thing. I was afraid my family would hear. That turn right there really fucking stupid. Don't feel this. And I feel that one. Oh yeah, the GTA audio. The album this is off of, I think, kind of pales in comparison to this song, unfortunately. It's not to say it's hard, it's bad, it's just not as good as Infinite's Front. I've also heard a lot of people say don't really like Infinite's Front. I don't get those people. Not one. I don't understand how you could be like, how can you sleep at night if you don't like this song? I don't get it. Not one bit. There's like American Muscle. That's American Muscle right there. You know, first, the engine of the Model T was an inline 4. Thank you very much. That's American Muscle. V8 engine. V8s. Let me tell you something about V8s. V8s are European in nature. Because it's greed. That's what it is. You take two perfectly fine engines, you glue them together, what do you get? You get a V8. Now, that's not right. You know, Japan, they got some use like a 6-cylinder, add 2 more, you know, that's a different product because it's inspired by it, but you add on, you keep on pushing. But V8, what did you add on? No. What did you add on? Really? No. That ain't added. What you've done is you've stolen 2 and you tried to make it look like something it's not. No, I don't respect that now. Don't get me started with Italy. So you take the derivative concept of an inline 6, derivative off of inline 4, and then to add to that, not only are you taking the derivative aspect of that, you're using 2 of them to make a V12. So you're a double thief at that point. You're a double thief. Now that's European. V8 V12 Europe. That's all I know about that. Europe. No. You know, V6, that's a fun one. I'll let them keep that one. That's a good one. Because that's unique. That's what happens when you do more with less and double up. That's cool. But when all you do is take, it's not a new thing. It's not a new thing. It's just steel. So yes, I am claiming that that Europeans stole the combustion engine from America, even though the combustion engine was invented in Europe. Of course. See, this is the hex misinformation that y'all come here for. If I weren't spreading crazy fucking misinformation like this, would it even be worth watching? I say no. Of course it wouldn't. We're coming up very near to the end of our drive here. Time to get right. I can't say it was particularly special. It's just another night. You know, just like that one on the Williams song, just another day. Especially not after that last stream we had where I guess I nearly fucking face planted myself to death against a 16-wheeler that decided to turn out in front of me. But you know what? I'm glad for that. I'm glad for that. Eventful days are overrated. What we need is a large density of uneventful days that become an event within in it of themselves. Because I admire the uneventful. The uneventful is nice. It means that everything is constant and static and easy to comprehend. Because you have all the time in the world to understand. That's good. I don't want a dynamic world, not really. A dynamic world is always spinning and spinning and spinning at different rates, at different times, at different intervals. Nobody likes that. Everybody likes schedule. That's what I'm in support of there. And I feel like you could apply that to a lot of places. You could apply, maybe I'm just making an argument for status quo here, but I'm not a super villain with this. I'm just saying, when you have time, things become a lot easier. There it turned. Easy, nice, easy. Yes. Good maneuver in second gear. I love feeling the vibration they get in there to my shifter as they go into neutral. Just such an amazing sensation. Oh, I'm late. I'm actually about 15 minutes late. How could I ever be forgiven for this? Well, anyhow, time to park and send y'all off to bed. Like rats you are. All 0 of you. Well, thank all of you for watching. We're going away now.